to bring a little lightness back to an otherwise crap storm of a situation. Because I saw a few things. What did you see?
Oh, what you talking about, Randy Bossino?
What?
Oh, baby. Yeah, that's another minister in the Liberal cabinet. Or, yeah, he was in the Liberal cabinet. And he's now since stepped down. He stepped away a little bit. Turns out this man, as a minister, catch this, interesting news here. As a minister, had his own consulting company that was actively lobbying the government. And he caught in text messages demanding $500,000 wire transfer from the government. And when the documents came about, he's like, that was another Randy.
You gonna get Randy on the phone or anything to?
I don't know, who was Randy?
That was a different Randy. What are we talking about here? He has two people in his company. Randy, and there's another man who's not named Randy. So who's the Randy we talking about here? Hilarious.
Well, you have to realize, like, sometimes the other dude likes to go by Randy as a nickname, so that's really what they're discussing. You know, it's actually just it's all a fun ruse, you know. But $500K, please.
It was crazy to me. I mean, this right now is in the courts at the moment for wire fraud, and fraud in general at the moment. But I'm like, this was giving me a little bit of hope that, hey, this guy's finally getting the boots kicked to him. But like this is what has been happening with this government consistently. And that's why people are losing their minds. How can this man be a minister and then have his own company on the side actively lobbying his government? Like, that's like, what? How did it take this long for it to come out? That's wild.
Yeah, well, you have to realize, if anybody points anything out, then you'll just have the liberal minister stand up and be like, oh, boo-hoo, you know. they don't care. And that's the problem, is that they know that under this current regime that they have absolute autonomy to do whatever the heck they want. Like, demand $500K. It's wild.
Yeah. And it's very, very reminiscent of what Joe Biden did down in the States with, X amount to the big man. Those are the text messages that came out of, him colluding with foreign actors and getting money for it.
Wait. That was Hunter Biden colluding. And then when they were talking about the big man, they were talking about, he's like, I'm here with my dad.
Yeah, they're referring to Joe as the big man.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. Thank you for the clarification. But this is learn from Hunter. This is how we do it here in the government. This is, learning from our counterparts down south of the border. We have Hillary Clinton come up doing speeches, we're learning some things. We're bringing American politics north of the border, right? This is how we do. This is what Randy did. So what a guy, but we're going to keep... I'm loving Michael Barrett, hammering on him too. Mm-hmm. Michael Barrett's been, as we're talking about renewed hostilities, he's being very hostile with the situation, as he should, which I'm happy to see.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, like, I know we just said that all the MPs are guilty. But man, Michael Barrett, he might be the exception to the rule. Every rule has an exception. It might be Michael Barrett, because like, he has been consistently hammering on this government, hammering on the leaders internally, just like constantly trying to push things forward in a good way. And he's one person that kind of like keeps me hopeful about the state of politics in this country, because I'm like, thank you, sir, for actually standing up for Canadians and for doing what needs to be done, and for constantly being out there, even though he's like, you know what, I know that they're not going to charge anybody. I know that there's going to come to nothing. He's like, but Canadians need to hear about it, and we need to bring it up. And like, you know what, like, knowing that you're not going to win the battle, but fighting anyway, there's a lot to be said about that. Mm-hmm. He's like, because you know what? It's for the benefit of everybody to know. Like, that to me, like, hats off to him.
Absolutely. He knows his role. He knows his power, which I appreciate, and him being honest about it. And he, as he said, fighting anyway. Like, that's the type of stuff we're talking about when trust has been so fractured. It's MPs like him that help build that trust back up of like, no, this is all wrong. And I'm actually going to fight on behalf of my constituents and figure out what the heck is going on. I appreciate that about him. That was electric, wasn't it? Well, we enjoyed it. Hope you did too. If you did, you can check this video out here to the top right corner right near my window. Get over. There it is. There it is right there. And if you liked that, you can also check this one right here. We love you. Have a good one. Peace out.